Let's move on to NHL. Only 2 looks for me. Only 2 looks for me. All right, let's move on to NHL. In NHL, I do have moves. Again, we talked about it. This has been a tougher year for me, and I'm not used to it. I did make 2.9 units on the Pens game last night with the Canadians under 1.5 at plus 190 and the Pens -1. So right now I'm sitting at 109 and 128. That's just 46%, but my average line is plus 120. So I'm minus 2.5, minus 2.50 units, and my ROI is minus 1.05%. Okay, let's go. Oh, and Viper leaning on the under 244.5. Interesting. Slats is on the under 5.5 at minus 120 in the Jackets Leafs. I get it. There's the king in the house. Yeah, Mr. Ghost is saying Pedersen having a tough time finding ice. Yes, he is. But, okay. Well, let's start rolling through here. We're going to start with the Predators, Coyotes. I stared at that over 5. I stared at it for a long time. I think Arizona was lucky to win that first game, and I'm not saying they can't win the next game. But I was saying all through the season that they're going to be an easy team to play against when you play them every second night. And I know that the Predators' defense is no longer tough, but their forwards are big. They're bigger than the Coyotes, and they're going to wear them down. So Kemper looked good. Kemper's the start, but I have a sneaking suspicion that, and Jordy Nordman loving Columbus again tonight, I think it's a great look. We're going to get there soon. I have a sneaking suspicion that Pekka Rinne will start and play well, just like Braden Holtby did with the Capitals. I thought that in the East and the West, there were 2 teams who could possibly get hot and roll. The Hurricanes in the East and the Predators in the West. I still feel that way. Brandon Lugo's on the Predators team, total over 2.5, full game over 5. The 2.5 for me was too juiced. Mr. Go says Rinne starts, but I don't think he plays well. We shall see. But I think my 2 spots in NHL are really nice. They're big plus lines, and I'm confident that one's going to come in. There's Lamont Williams in the house. Great to see you, Lamont. I'm on the Predators -1 at plus 123. Ron Lofton says Yotes got healthy during the COVID break. Look, their defense is very good now that it's healthy. But their forwards are too easy to play against. They're too easy. And we saw Braden Holtby do this exact same thing. Not get that first game start. Come in game 2 and take the Capitals to the Stanley Cup. I'm on the Predators -1 at plus 123. Its face says, what are they? I'm on the Predators -1 at plus 123 and the Canucks -1 at plus 207. But we'll get to that. Let's go to Jackets, Maple Leafs right now. And when I'm like you guys, I see the 5.5 and I'm like, man, look at them still hanging that 5.5. Look at them still hanging that 5.5. But I haven't pulled the trigger. Nate Dogg is on Arizona. Reese is on the Jackets money line. Toronto opening up at -145. That's where I think Toronto should be. The Jackets didn't only shut down the Leafs, but they shot them 35-28. Korpisalo looked very good. Connor McLaughlin's on Jackets money line and under 5.5 again. I get it. And Mr. Goat says Preds penalty kill is awful. I think that totals -150 by game time. Nate Dogg says I like Arizona's speed. I get it. But you play a team every second night. And you can wear them down. And that's what the Jackets are likely going to do to the Maple Leafs. Coacta says Leafs like to play golf this time of year. Blue Jackets, Leafs. I'm not going to pull the trigger, and maybe I will later, but surely it's Jackets or pass and under a pass. No, Paco Healy, good question. I haven't seen Nasty Nate. I'll send him a message. Thank you for sending that. It's Jackets are passing under a pass, and I was surprised to not see the 5 on the board. Yeah, Gate Pass Key says they're nice. Wow. Brooklyn up 17-16. Oh, God. All right. All right, let's move on to Flames Jets. If I could trust the Flames at all, I would take the -1. But I simply can't. And I haven't been able to for years now. I haven't been able to in big games. I haven't been able to trust them. Now you have a team in the Jets that's woefully less skilled, and yet I can't bet on the Flames. This is a perfect time to bet on the Flames. Perfect. Reese says Jets are nothing. As of now, it's nothing. Wow, Prince of the City took Giannis over 2 threes at plus 160. Oh, nice job. Look at that plus 160. Look, I just, this Flames team just consistently disappoints. Dennis Garcia says Calgary wins series 3-1. I agree. Dennis Garcia says Winnipeg got their win. I agree. If it was any other team, I'd be on the Flames -1. There's something that I just don't trust. I just don't trust. I hear you, Dennis. This is the perfect time to fade the Jets. Perfect time. If there was any other team in the Western Conference playing the Jets after the Jets brought themselves together and won last night, I would bet them. Gas station taking Bucks -17 in game. God, I wish I was on that quarter. All right. I'm not going to hum and haw over it. Dennis Garcia taking the Flames to win 3-1 at plus 175. That's a nice bet. I like that bet a ton, Dennis. I like that bet a lot. At least you're getting a plus 175, so if you lose, that bet makes so much sense. But again, I can't trust them, and I won't. I think I completely understand your ideology there. Viper MB, if they don't get Shesty in net, then yes. And let's move over to that game right now. Oh, no. Did we skip that? No, here we go. If King Henrik is in goal, take the first period over 1.5 in Hurricanes Rangers. I'm going to wait to find out because if Shesty's in goal, I'm not going to do that. What will happen is the Hurricanes, easy does it. No stress, no pressure. Svechnikov is a beast. And the Rangers are going to throw everything at the goal, and Mrazek's just not that good. Yes, yes, we already went over that. Clint. I'm on the Preds -1. Reese, if it's King Henrik in goal, just let go. Just let go. But the best bet will be the first period over 1.5. So I'm going to wait. If I know that it's King Henrik in net, I'm going to hit that first period over 1.5. Gate Pasky says Rangers coming firing may not be enough, but have to take the chance. I think the best edge on this game, without a doubt to me, is King Henrik announced in goal. We take the first period over 1.5 and count our money. So that's Hurricanes, Rangers. That's my plan. They also might not have Jesper fast. Brendan Lemieux will come back, give him a little bit of toughness. Okay, and then let's move on to the Canucks. This is the most value of any bet, -1 and plus 207. Look, it's been 5 years since the Canucks were in the playoffs. Then they get, one warm-up game against the Jets? And then they get stifled. Horvat, Pedersen, Besser, Miller, Pearson, Toffoli combined for 5 shots on goal. Do you think that's going to happen again? If it happens again, these 6 players aren't welcome back to Vancouver. And Pedersen is the only small forward out of that top 6. Reese says Nucks money line all day, favorite play of the day. The Nucks -1 at plus 207 to get that cash. Look, Wild are a well-coached team. We know Gabby well. Their defense is very good. But Stalock is not a world beater. And if Pedersen, Besser, JT Miller, Pearson, they're not going to – they're going to step up 5 shots on goal. They've been hearing it from everybody. Colin McLaughlin says, can't trust the Canucks. They don't look right. Hope they come out firing, wild stifling them. The Canucks are a team with heart. And they got shut down by a tight defensive unit. It's not happening twice. Nate Dogg says Carolina sweeps. Cody AV says Stalock just got hot. He will have to play with all series and don't think he can. Let's just go to win series right now. And I don't need to bet it. I don't need to bet to win series at plus 200 because I can get that when the Canucks win by more than a goal tonight. Canucks -1 at plus 207. They simply have a lot more talent. And they are hearing it. They know that this city expects more from them. And that top 6 is going to be able to step up. I have Mystico says Vancouver offense struggling, doing the same thing Columbus is doing against the Leafs. We'll see. We will see. I like my card very much, and I'm going to start attacking NHL. My leans are all cashing. And last night, everything was happening according to what we expected. And that's what we always talked about in NHL. And I would beat NHL by such a way and I would always tell you guys, I would like, in NHL, when it looks too easy, it's because it is. In NBA, when it looks too easy, something's wrong. But NHL, we can do this. Jacob taking Minnesota -1. Paco Healy getting -1.5 at plus 260. I got plus 325. I got plus 325 on that Canucks. Let me see if I still get that. Oh, no, you're looking at plus 1.5. Plus 1.5 is minus 260, but the Canucks -1.5 is huge. Oh, sorry, that's alternate. Canucks -1.5 is plus 325. I agree, Gate Pesky. I agree. I'm on the Canucks here tonight. I trust Markstrom more than I trust Frederik Andersen. And I think Columbus is a better hockey team than Minnesota. Connor Vlog says Canucks 4-2 tonight. We'll see like Wild to win series, but if Canucks lose tonight, so no doubt. No doubt. But no doubt. And we know what the stats are for the team that wins game 1. I mean, it's wild. And because we haven't had 5-game series in the NHL since '86, right? There's only 6 years that we did it, right? It was 1980 to 1986. I have these stats somewhere. Yes. Okay. So we had 56 playoff series from 1980 to 86. That were 5 games, opening round series. The team that won game 1 went on to win 49 of the 56 series, 87.5%. A team that won the first 2 games of the series, 55-1. The 85 Islanders made the only comeback. It's faith. Double O says Canucks money line. Yes, but you could also take the Canucks -1. It's faith and bet less and make more. Don John 11 says, before I forget, Seth Curry's trash. With him or without the Mavs, handle it. Mavs, Clips, Blazers, Celtics, Braves, Rockies, A's for Don John. It's faith. What I would do is these three things in NHL. I would take both the Predators -1 and the Canucks -1. All you need is one to cash, and you're in the land of profit. And if it's the Canucks, big profit. And then when they announce King Henrik, I would take the over 1.5 first period and Rangers Hurricanes. Focus on your bets. Gooch played at 8. Nashville moneyline -130. Mr. Gokster says, I think Vancouver is in trouble. How about that? All right, let's go over our action. In baseball, no, it's Faith. No, you need to use the -1 calculator. So, no, I love you, Mr. Gokster. I love you, Mr. Gokster. We'll see. I'll be sending messages, very angry messages. Prince of the City, no. Where's your action? I don't think they're too young yet. Yes, the Wild have more playoff experience. We haven't been in the playoffs in 5 years. Okay, I'll check it out, Prince of the City. Thank you for sharing. Oh, Miami chat. Okay. Mr. Gokster, you know I love you, buddy. Oh, Bellwise. Okay. Okay, I'm on Nationals. Okay, we're going to go over everything and put a bow on this bad boy. Nationals first 5 -1/2 and full game -1. So it's Faith. You got to get that -1 calculator. For some reason, when I post it here, it doesn't get there. But if you follow me on Twitter, it's on my. Anytime I make -1s, I put on put up the calculator. Nationals first 5 -1/2, full game -1, and the nervousness I have about it is just because Ant is on the Mets. But I got -115 on the first 5 -1/2 and -1 and -111. All right. Then I'm off of Blue Jays, Braves. I'm going to make a move on the Orioles. And look, I don't care if it's square. Thank you, Joseph Gomez. Thank you. Yeah, that's facts. Yeah. White Sox at Brewers, first 5 under 4.5. Rockies, first 5 -1/2, full game -1. Again, I'm going to be betting them, and that will make them official. So you have to follow me on Twitter. That's how I'm doing it now. So I'll bet them and then lock in the line. It doesn't make sense for me to give you this glorified line shopping at all the books around the world when that's not what I'm actually betting. So, it's not the line I'm actually getting is what I should say. I know, Viper. I know and it's funny, Viper, because that's what we see too is when the star players are out of the lineup. Those G Leaguers play tough. It was a poor capping on my part. Astros, Diamondbacks, first 5 under 5.5. And that was 5 when Ant bet it. And then when he saw it went 5.5, he bet it again. Rangers, first 5, money line. I'm not sure what it'll be, but I believe it'll be plus 125 or whatever. And then Dodgers, Padres over 8. That's my MLB card. Yes, Kanaska, my man, all 25 games. Then in NBA, God, take Nets first quarter off of it. Only 2 bets for me in NBA. I'm on the Celtics -3.5, and I'm on Kendrick Nunn over 1.5 threes. Then in NHL, I'm on 2 bets. Predators -1 at plus 123, Canucks -1 at plus 207, and then I'm on the over 1.5 if King Henrik is in there. Yeah, it's Faith. I post them all on Twitter. They'll all be on Twitter. You got to come join us over there. No Co is on clips under 230. Thank you guys so much for rolling with us. Long show. Man, 25 games cap. It won't always be this. We won't always be this lucky to have all this opportunity for action. I can't do it without you guys. Big thanks to our guest, Ann L. Please subscribe here at Odds HQ and check out our shows. Leonard Porch Jr., Brandon Lugo, Fat Wally, Andrew G., Mr. Gokester, Paco Healy, It's Faith, Jesse Daly, Gate Passkey, Canascat Reese, Viper MB, Yenny Toon with the big run from his aisles. I love it. Joseph Gomez, Dennis Garcia. Oh, Dennis Garcia. Perfect timing. It's Tuesday, so he doesn't put the article out. Michael Thal, thank you, my man, Mike. Thank you, guys. Sean Schmid, Tim Montana. All you guys, thank you so much for your support. Check us out, Odds HQ. We got shows nonstop. And Dennis says Brooklyn going to win the first quarter outright. It's the psychological situation bet that always happens in the NBA. It's the NBA is just perfect for it. And I'm just not trusting myself in NBA because of all the changes that have happened. But man, that was a perfect situational play. I just wish I had more time to think about it, but that game is popping off quick. I love you guys. Let's get paid. I will see you here tomorrow at 12 p.m. where we will have special guest Babano giving us his looks in NBA, NHL, and MLB. In the meantime, Lecce, hey, those bookmakers! Get paid in full.